do it. I'm ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know if I've ever seen a Super Metroid speedrun before. Oh boy. Oh, I know. Yeah, little. So the first thing you're gonna notice is we're not running here. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and so usually we like to say that Zero Station is going to be the same in every run, but no, not here because we're not running. In fact,
I was muted. I was muted that entire time. So you were talking to yourself, Tracy.
Great. Okay, so you want to go through that again?
Yeah, so my dash is mapped to the select button. And generally, I'm not going to press the dash button during the entire run. The official rule is that I'm not allowed to increase my dash counter, which it means that if I'm walking along the ground and press the dash button, which is select in this case, you'll see that when I pick up Speed Booster that select is mapped to dash if you missed it in the beginning. Yeah,
Although,
not allowed to do that.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't even call this a speed run. Maybe we should call this a speed walk.
Maybe.
So we're not going to see any running here.
What difficulties do you foresee in me trying to pick up 100 items without pressing the dash button, Tracy?
Well, the first one is getting past the so-called noob bridge that we're going to hit.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to... We'll see what happens. I don't know, it's a little difficult. I might just cheat. But there is a room that we Super Metroid runners call Noob Bridge, which is basically where the devs of Super Metroid teach new players that there is in fact a dash function in this game, and it's required to get through that room without a bunch of really precise jumps on crumble blocks. Boy, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's 8 a.m. where I am.
Yeah, 7 a.m. where I am, so...
But you're a teacher, you always have to get up early.
I teach junior college, I don't teach super early in the morning.
Oh. So we want to tell them a little bit about arm pumping?
Sure, so arm pumping, you'll see this little bit of wild arm pumping. Typically, most people have that mapped to the right and left buttons. When we arm pump, we go just an extra pixel or so forward in the run. It's actually more important in this situation with his walking than it would be.
Yeah, I'm going to be spending more time along the ground than most normal Super Metroid speedruns. And every time Samus changes her gun position and she's walking forward, then she'll get pushed forward an extra pixel. That includes pressing R, pressing L, or releasing L or R as well. So by just pressing R once as you're walking along, you'll move forward an extra 2 pixels, one for pressing it and one for releasing it. I'm also going to spend a lot of time rolling. Rolling is slightly faster than walking, but rolling is also slightly slower than arm pumping. But most of the time, if I come to a point where I have to roll, I'm going to roll for as long as possible. Also, aside from arm pumping, that's a really important mechanic in this run, damage boosting.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, I bonked. I love these vertical sections. I feel like I'm just going a million miles per hour. Until I break spin.
Yeah, no need to worry about running when you're going up the wall like that.
Oops. Yikes. Alright, it's going to be important that I'm at full health for the next boss, because I'm going to have to rely on missile drops during the fight. And I saw someone in chat mention something about Moon Dance during Kip's run that we just had. And if anybody doesn't know what that is, we're actually going to see that in this run. You mentioned the new bridge. I'm going to cheat the first time through there. I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to use that Moon Dance to get power bombs early and go around back up to the ship backwards.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, and it's important that he keeps his energy all full here, because otherwise he'll have to shoot the bomb chorizo here with regular pea shots instead of the missiles that he has.
Yeah, as long as I'm at full health, anytime he would drop health from those eggs, he'll drop missiles instead. That's why it's important to stay at full health for that fight. That was actually a pretty good fight, despite some really awful drops in the first round. I'm allowed to press B. I'm not allowed to press select. I have dash map to select.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things in this game is the control scheme being able to change. So we get a lot of different people with a lot of different control schemes, and everybody swears that theirs is the best one. So.
Oh, also, don't arm pump going downhill, kids. Except on certain slopes. Sometimes it'll push you forward off of the ledge, and you'll actually lose time. You'll actually lose more time than you would normally gain from arm pumping, so. Alright. I hope this guy's not a jerk. Thank you. Alright, this is a really important divergence in the run. I'm not going to go into the early supers room. I'm actually going to have to fight Spore Spawn to get super missiles here.
Oh no, not that.
This is
fighting Spore Spawn, who does that?
Dashless runs are the only runs I can think of where you actually have to fight Spore Spawn for the sole purpose of progressing with the super missiles.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. The only other, Spore Spawn RTA, but you can still get the supers early.
Mappo, yeah, you just have to get the tiles. Yep. You already have supers. And then I'm going to roll in this room. First of all, because I have to bomb this wall, and then it'll also help me roll under the dingbats coming up.
Yeah, kind of hard to do a mock ball if you can't run.
Yeah, can't mock ball. Can't do early supers. Alright, I'm gonna get one missile drop here and hope that one of the first two key hunters drops one for me. Good. Otherwise I have to use pea shooter on that second one, and that's no fun. I don't have to pick up that other drop because I'll get max missiles from Spore Spawn before he opens up. Yeah, so Spore Spawn's pretty much fixed patterns, except for the spores falling from the sky. I'm gonna go for a 4-round fight here. It's possible to kill him in 2 rounds with only missiles, if you're Behemoth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's only one Behemoth out there, so...
I believe he still holds the world record in Spore Spawn RTA. Alright, so he's gonna take 10 missiles, I'm up to 5.
At this point, once he gets one more shot in, he's gonna go about twice, a lot faster, let's say.
Oh wow, did I get 4? Wow!
I think you did.
All right.
Nice.
That's pretty rad right there. I did get 4. All right.
Nice.
Oh, nice D boost. possible moonfall. Alright. I think you actually have to quick drop through those crumble blocks to get that moonfall.
Yeah, that's one of the harder moonfalls in the game. Okay, hey, look, super missiles. Imagine that. Who knew that they were here, you know?
Alright. Wait, am I going through this room backwards? Should I come in from the left?
I know.
Alright, it's going to be really important that I pick up Charge Beam here because I will not be back in this room until after Lower Norfair.
Okay, don't forget Charge Beam then.
Yeah. Alright, Tracy, you know what your job is today. You have to remind me to get Watering Hole, Croc Peebs, Croc
Make
Escape
sure you
Missiles.
don't forget anything, yeah. Oh, like the speed booster missiles.
Yeah. Alright, coming up we're going to
start
have...
running through the ones that are commonly missed, because we do want to get 100% here.
Yeah. We're going to have a... Coming up we're going to have our first really big trick. That's the Moon Dance. That's going to allow me to get power bombs and not have to go through New Bridge. And I'm going to need those power bombs and the extra super missile pack down here for... Wow, I messed that up. I'm going to need that for kind of the linchpin of this run. That's a certain crystal flash trick, which is there.
And I do believe another option would be to deboost your way across the new bridge, but we have the opportunity to get some early power bombs here. Might as well use it.
Deboosting through the new bridge was technically possible in PAL.
Ah, gotcha.
I've tinkered with an R. I've tinkered around with it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need quiet time.
Okay, so those of you who have watched Shiny Zenny do his RBO runs, this is what he does in his world record route to get early power bombs. I don't fully understand how this works. Essentially, storing up a whole lot of moon falls so he can clip right through the blocks in the room heading down to the Etiquettes. And we call it Moon Dance because we have Moon Walk turned on to do Moon Fall. And we're using the Moon Fall trick to do this, and it kind of does look like Samus is dancing.
I took it a little slow. I wanted to be safe. I only crouch locked once and I did it in the good direction, so. Yeah, it's not the only Super Metroid strat named after a dance, actually. Do you know what the other one is?
At 7:15 a.m., no.
It's a strat for landing all your X Factor particles on Dragon. It's called Rain Dance.
Ah.
Yo, made the jump. That jump's impossible.
That room ruined my first ever playthrough this game. And the sad part is it looks just like a room in the original game, so I should have known there was a pit there.
How many
and
turns?
Then that
It's
save room. Oops.
It's like 180, I think. It's 30 and then 50 plus 50 plus something. 40, I don't know. Yikes. Jeez. I'm taking way more damage boost than I meant to. And we're gonna hit power bombs under 15 minutes. That's actually really good.
Hey, look, power bombs.
So yeah, again, we did we stored up fall speed by doing all those. Another jump is impossible right there. If it were impossible, why would I go for it? It would be like going for Indiana Jones without dashing. Alright, I'm actually going to take a ship refill, so that I don't have to think about my ammo count here. and for marathon safety. I will actually have to keep my health low, because we have the other major trick coming up.
Yep, we're gonna see him damage himself down a few times to get that health low in a few situations.
Yeah, if that pit in the Edicoons area where the green door was in the E-tank, funny thing about that, if you miss the jump, it's usually not too bad. It's pretty easy to wall jump to get yourself back up. But it messes up the camera alignment, so you actually lose more time from it than you would think.
And let's roll our way up.
Yeah, I'm not going to go for damage boost going uphill, because I would just kind of stub my face on the wall. I've never heard of anyone stubbing their face, but there you go. Wow, that guy juked me hard. Alright, so I should be at 10, 10, 5 right now. I'm going to be 15, 10, 20 on my ammo entering Norfair. Well, first, just to get the flash suit. Okay. I'm also going to grab this power bomb pack here. It's not going to lose that much time versus getting it next time I'm through. So I won't have space jump in this room later. So I'll have to IBJ anyway. And this will just give me more attempts at a frame perfect trick, so well, I want to get it now.
And using Speed Booster is forbidden, so can't do that.
Well, Speed Booster does have a pretty interesting function in this run.
Yeah, I mean, we are going 100%. You do have to get it.
You do have to get it, but it does serve a purpose. It serves a really inane purpose that probably won't come up.
Okay, 2 power bomb packs now.
Yep. We're gonna get the 2 in red tower on our way down. That's fine. I kind of want... Oh, I actually made it on that ledge on that... Yeah, this isn't combo rando, although that would be pretty...
Dashless
Could you imagine not dashing in Link to the Past, though? That sounds awful.
I can imagine. I've had seeds that I've not gotten boots.
Why doesn't Samus just get the power bombs out of the ship? I don't know.
Well, why is it that all Samus's weapons are all hidden throughout this planet? Like, what happened?
Because... Oh my gosh. That's a good point, Cerberus. They're heavy. So she's actually getting... Well, they're in there. She just doesn't have room to hold them, right? I actually have way too much health right now. Let's take a hit.
Well, that's okay. These side hoppers
Yeah.
damage very nicely.
Super missile drops. Actually kind of worthless because hack attacks exist. I have all the ammo mapped out to the first crystal flash, so... Need this guy. I actually want to farm all the caterpillars every time, so I'm full on peeps going into the frame perfect trick. Alright.
Nice deboost.
Yeah, those guys are hard enough to deboost in dash full percent.
I know, right? Let's make sure we get these missiles back here.
Yep. Not only for the hundo, but they're also important to open the pink door to get the high jump boots. Oh, I kind of messed up. Hopefully that opens the door. I meant to open the door on the way down and then refill. Alright, we're good. That's like that's an any percent old route strat where you farm, okay. That's good. We only need 50 or less. We don't need... Alright, perfect. Hitting that 50 is actually really important. It means that I'll get a super missile drop from the CAC attack. Well, there's a 2% chance that I won't. And for some reason in Super Metroid, 2% means 2 out of 150. Or 2 out of 102. It's 104?
102? 102. Oh, it's one
it
of those.
It might be 104. I don't know.
No, I think you're right, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. Basically the problem with being below...
That's bad.
Was it below 30 that you automatically get health bombed, and then you have to get back up above 50 before you're not going to get health bombed.
So I have to do a crystal flash coming up, which means I need an extra super missile.
And a little less energy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, bro. Thank you. Oh my gosh, and the Puyo put me to 50. That was perfect. Alright, this is... I'll explain this after I do it. First, let me turn off charge beam. Okay. Alright, focus up. No, the first power bomb was perfect. Alright, that was a little early. So, I'm doing a crystal flash on the same frame as going down this elevator. That will interrupt my crystal flash and give me a flash suit. Yeah, and I'll get Spazer on the way out as long as I remember. Yo, what's up, Jet? Oh, it's out of 256. That actually makes sense. Wow, that was super early. Alright, so what I'm looking for is when the shot hits the ceiling, it's actually going to make the collision sound effect 1 frame before you see the graphic. And the frame that it makes the sound effect before the graphic shows up is actually the frame that I want to press down. Real convenient. Alright, that was it. Unfortunately, I need to do another crystal flash and I don't have enough power bombs. But conveniently, there is a spot where I can go ahead and farm some power bombs here. You'll notice that my shots are gray here. That means that I successfully got the flash suit. And I have to be sure to turn on charge beam here. The reason for that is I'm gonna get a blue suit. And when you pause the game, it's going to check to see if I have speed booster to see if I'm supposed to have blue suit. And if I don't have speed booster, the game's going to be like, wait a second, how did you get that blue suit? And take it away from me. So that's why I have to turn on charge beam before I get the blue suit here. I'm going to do what's known as a crystal spark. Bam. So I did a crystal flash to interrupt the shine spark, and that changes my yellow suit or flash suit into a blue suit. Oh, what a bro, dude. Alright, I need that super missile.
Yeah, we get to be all glowy now for a little while.
I need that super missile to get in the Kraid's lair. And then the Novas have a pretty good chance of dropping them if you kill all of them, and I got one off the first one, which is really nice. And, so now I have blue suit. What this is going to do is, it's going to break bombable blocks and speed booster blocks just by touching them.
And kill enemies, too.
Yeah, kill enemies as long as I'm moving. If I'm standing still, I'm susceptible to damage. I'm also susceptible to damage from spikes. And you'll notice, actually, that I did that room backwards compared to most runs. Usually you would go down first, and then get that missile pack after the high jump boots. And it's just kind of funny. There are a couple situations where you just do rooms backwards because it makes more sense that way with the blue suit. Having an extra super missile here would be pretty good, but I'm gonna be greedy. There it is.
Okay, let's go kill Crate now.
I mean, Croc, it's not bootleg Screw Attack. Actually, Screw Attack is bootleg blue suit. Alright, another thing you're going to notice is from this point on, I'm going to jump every time I want to morph. Because I do not want to accidentally activate the Shine Spark that I have stored, because I need to keep this blue suit for quite a while.
Yeah, you're going to see large portions
Look at this, we even have the extra power bomb to get this missile pack.
Yeah. Large portion of the runs where we're going to have this blue suit, and if you hit down while you're standing, it's going to activate it, and then it loses the whole thing.
Yeah, if you hit down, it's gonna... You can still keep it as long as you don't activate the Shine Spark.
Yep.
So, like...
Still easier just to not...
If I hit down, I still have the blue suit, right? I still have it, but then if I activate the Shine Spark after that point, then I'll lose it.
Let's just walk into Mini Crate.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, wow. I didn't expect to have iframes there. The other thing is that blue suit resets your iframes, so spikes can be really dangerous. And fun. We'll see a couple of rooms where spikes are fun in this run.
And how long does this magical suit stay until he decides to use it? We hope.
Either activating the Shine Spark will get rid of it, or if I dash, that will also get rid of it. So that's interesting for a couple of reasons. For one thing, you might be wondering, oh, this suit's so powerful, why don't they use it in normal speedruns? Well, the answer is because in normal speedruns they want to dash, and they wouldn't be able to do that with the blue suit. They would lose the blue suit.
Yep. And we got the extra little bit of DLC there with that Crate fight.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, we got both DLCs, guys. I sprung for this run, guys. You better thank my wallet. I got the Spore spawn and the Crate stand-up glitch. Oh, I was going for the quick kill. I just screwed it up. That was a weird D-boost. Alright, so that's one interesting thing about the blue suit is that that's why you don't see it in normal runs. The other thing that's interesting about not being able to dash with the blue suit is it's really nice for the people that have to proof call the dashless runs. As soon as they see that blue suit, they can just kind of relax a little bit because they know you're not going to dash for a while.
Pretty much.
You're not going to try to sneak one in because you'll lose the blue suit. All these power bombs, and then I'm going to be good on Peebs for a long time. So I don't really need bombs because I could just walk through bombable walls.
Okay, let's do some Norfair cleanup.
My main goal right now is to get Grapple Beam and Ice Beam. Oops. I'm just not gonna have my hand anywhere near the jump button if that happens. Or the R button or the shot button.
Yeah, so how exactly are we gonna go ahead and get that Ice Beam? Usually we have to go there with a Mock Ball or a Speed Booster.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along.
Because we get to walk right through those speed blocks.
Yeah, and you might have actually seen this blue suit glitch to get a Shine Spark. I believe Dragon's area. I am really glad there's a farm area right next to here. I don't need it though, we're good. I remember to turn Charge Beam back on, right?
You had it on for Parade.
Okay. Yeah. Crocomire is the big reason you need to make sure you turn Charge Beam back on. Other than that, you're not really going to use it until lower Norfair, and... Oops. With my current route, I actually get speed booster before lower Norfair. So not being able to pause, in case you missed it, if I pause, I'll lose the blue suit right now because the game's going to do a proof check to see if I have speed booster. So that also means that I can't menu. I can't do gravity jumps. I can't do spring ball jumps. I can't turn on items that I forgot to turn on. Wow, pretty low on the swipe count there. That's good. So if I had forgotten to turn on charge beam, then I would just be without charge beam until I have to lose the blue suit, or if I get speed booster I could. Actually, there is a situation that we didn't mention where you lose the blue suit, and that's if you fall through quicksand, you lose the blue suit. I don't have to arm pump here because I have to wait for the bubbles. If you fall in quicksand, you lose the blue suit. And there are 4 items in sand pits, so I won't be able to keep the blue suit for the duration of the run. So I'm going to do that elevator flash suit trick again later. So if you miss it the first time, if you just tuned in and you're like, how do you get this blue suit? Well, stick around for about 45 minutes and you'll see me do it again. I don't know if Croc actually takes damage from Shine Sparks, so it might not hurt him. Also, I don't have iframes, so if I got stuck up there, I'd probably just like die in one hit. I don't want to die. At least not till after my safety save that I made.
So we've got a few items we need to get down here. First, getting the grapple beam, and a few missile packs that we'll want to get.
Yeah, grapple beam is going to get me into wrecked ship. You can also get in there through double bomb jumps that I'm really, really bad at. Actually, the world record holder Shred Daily has, I think, has a different route than I do because he goes in the wrecked ship earlier with double bomb jumps. I know also French Lightning John, he's really good at the double bomb jumps, and
yeah, he is.
He has a different. He uses that route. All right, guys, ready?
So
Should I go for it? Should I go for it, Tracy?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Impossible. Oh gosh, it's so hard.
That's the intended strategy
Yeah,
of those missiles. Can you believe it? Nobody's good at that. And of course, the question we see a question about how does the dash work. So basically, normally in one of these games, there's a button map to running, and of course, since this is dashless, you can't hit that button.
The only realistic situation where I would want to press the dash button, and I am permitted to do so, is if I have X-ray scope equipped. I can press dash to use the X-ray scope, and if I end up in a crouch lock during stand-up glitch at the end of the game, then I am allowed to use the X-ray scope to get out of that. That would really be the only realistic situation. I'd press the dash button this run.
But when the X-ray scope is equipped, it's not a dash button anymore.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the cosine missiles here.
Yeah, Indiana Jones's task only. All right, watch this. This is why this run is so fun. Remember what I said about not having iframes? This is why this run is a blast. We're gonna see chain damage boost a couple of times. And one of the most fun rooms to do that in is bowling room, but if you do it wrong, then you just die. Like, you actually go from 4,000 health to dead if you do it in a really bad way. So I'm just gonna use a grapple beam to get through there for marathon safety. What's up, Asheria?
Okay, I believe that's all our croc items, so we gotta make sure we get those croc escape missiles. But...
I'm actually gonna pick those up after lower Norfair.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So that's why I have to remind you to get them. Okay.
Yeah. I've missed croc peeps before in a run.
Okay, so
I don't think it's as bad as what I did last night, though.
So let's see, how are we gonna get back up to get that ice beam?
Yeah, get ice beam. We're just gonna go
we're
just gonna go this way. That was pretty good. I didn't land on the spikes. If you fall on those, yeah, there's a shot block on the far left and on the far right in that pit. If you fall on those spikes and you're thinking on your feet, then you can damage boost to the left and be relatively safe, but you want to make sure you have a little bit of extra health there. Oh, so you guys know how with screw attack, while you're in a wall jump animation, you are vulnerable? That's not the case with Blue Suit. You're actually invulnerable as long as you're moving. So even if you're in that wall jump animation, you can just go right through that Nova. And that's why Blue Suit is superior to screw attack.
Hey, look, Mom. Into the ice beam area. Didn't have to go through the gates.
Yep. Oh, popped off that guy. So you can actually take damage if you have Blue Suit. If you're in more form and you're falling, then you're vulnerable. That's why I actually got hit by that Nova there. There's just some weird idiosyncrasies with Blue Suit. One of them is also that bomb jumping is slightly harder. Like if you're holding up against a wall and you bomb jump, then you actually crash into the wall. So you have to remember not to press forward. I'll point it out again when I'm in Wreck Ship and it's more relevant. And here's another one of my favorite things about this category. Oh, hey, look, that door's green. And we're gonna remember to get a Spazer this time. Unlike last night when I was setting up my safety saves, we're gonna remember to get
Let's go get that Spazer. Let's go get that Spazer.
Yeah. Last night I got to this point where I was gonna make the backup save, and I was like, I don't have Spazer, so I had to backtrack from Wreck Ship all the way down here to get the Spazer just so that my safety save would be right.
Well, at least you knew what you forgot that time.
We have a question from chat about Dashless and Mappo. And you're not going to see me run that, but Shred Daily actually was tinkering around with that and trying to route it. Shred Daily is the world record holder of this run, so you should definitely check him out.
Yeah, but now that Blue Suit's kind of trolling you a bit.
Yeah. Done right, this is actually faster to get Spazer after Norfair. Part of the reason is because I have the Blue Suit. So whenever you have the Blue Suit, you can just roll through bombable blocks, right? Which means it's less time sitting around waiting for explosions.
But unfortunately, there's a bombable block right there.
Yeah, the one on the floor isn't helping.
Yeah.
Alright, I tried to deboost there, but that was dumb. Because I don't have a gravity suit. That's for the next time I'm in that room, I'm supposed to deboost there. Intended strats. Alright. What's this? Floor doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's a shot block, so...
yeah, it does not break shot blocks. Go for a cool damage boost here. No. Right. I don't know if it would have saved time anyway. I've been tinkering around trying to get more damage boost. Oh, so yeah, the early supers without dashing, according to Eternized Dragon, who is like the knowledge base of Super Metroid. He's a person, but he is the knowledge base of Super Metroid. Eternized Dragon, or Aaron Yeager in Discord. Aaron spelled like Samus Aran. Yeah, according to him, it's possible in Pale to get early supers without dashing. In NTSC Practice Hack, I've toyed around with it, and I actually got past the first gate without dashing, but then I gave up. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, RNG manipulation? Alright.
You're just not used to using that grapple beam.
Yeah. Usually I just CWJ.
Yeah, another strat that's kind of hard to do without dashing.
Try impossible. I could Shine Spark across, but then I feel like that might kind of screw me over later when I'm trying to get a certain item in Wreck Ship. If I use up the Shine Spark now.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
Oh, I don't see any reason why you couldn't do 100% map without dashing. I mean, you could have blue suit and space jump and get pretty much anywhere, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just that I think a lot of it would either be IBJing all day, or infinite bomb jumping all day, or I'm gonna get this item now. It's really important to get this item.
Glad
before
you remember.
fighting Phantoon.
This is a very dangerous room after fighting Phantoon.
Yeah, and speaking of blue suit, no iframes, yeah, we're actually gonna take a slight route divergence in wreck ship here after fighting Phantoon. And this is for marathon safety. In a world record run, I would go straight to the energy tank after fighting Phantoon. But for marathon safety, I'm gonna get gravity suit first. Not only will that reduce damage by twice as much as Varia suit does, but it also means that I can move freely underwater. So if I get stuck in Spiky Death Room or in the E-Tank room, then I can get out safely if I get gravity first.
Yeah, we call that room Spiky Room of Death for a reason. Many a run.
Wow, I I shot all around that eye. Oh boy.
Oh, getting into the invisible pattern. That's what I always end up doing. Invisible pattern also has a fast, mid, and slow. So
we got 8 on the first round. 8's pretty good. 8's par for the course for me per round. It means I'll get a nice 3-round fight here, hopefully.
Invisible Part 2.
Did I mention it's 8 a.m.?
Oh, invisible. Yeah, apparently.
I'm just gonna use that as an excuse. Oh, I think I only landed 1 there. So what does that put us at, 13? It's gonna be rough, but I think we can do it. I think we can still end it this round.
Hey, got him in the first time. No invisible round this time.
Yo! What's up?
Nicely done.
We're gonna have another backwards room coming up. That is, with blue suit in mind, we're gonna do something slightly differently than we would in a normal Hundo run. Oops. Meant to do this. So we're actually gonna get the left supers first. In a normal Hundo run, you'd get the right supers first, and that's because when you use the power bomb to get through those blocks, it's gonna break 2 bombable blocks on the right toward the right supers. But since we have blue suit, we ignore bombable blocks anyway. So it makes a lot more sense to go left first. Roll straight across. We're gonna go for some damage boost here to avoid conveyor belts. On the way back, the conveyor belts are going our way, so we won't boost on the way back. The world record is 149 or 148 by Shred Daily. You can check out the leaderboard if you go to speedrun.com and go to Super Metroid category extensions. That's where you can find the Dashless leaderboards, both any percent and 100%. And right now, Dashless 100% has only 5 runs on it. Okay, so here's the part where we're not going to go get the E-Tank. We're going to get Gravity Suit first. I'd only had 5 runs on it. I developed a strat that made this run more viable, and that was the elevator flash suit that you saw earlier. Oh man, this is my favorite room. This is one of my 2 favorite rooms in this run. I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah, Attic not so dangerous this way. Nice deboosts.
I love all the chain damage boost rooms. My other favorite room is the pre-X-ray room, because that's just mayhem. So many spikes in that room to damage boost off of.
Yeah, remembering what I like to call this is my.
It's just a missile pack. I'm gonna forget it. It's hard not to fall into randomizer mode, look at an item, and just walk away because it's a missile pack.
Yeah, I don't need those missile packs.
I don't have to kill every guy because I opened the door already. Alright, we have good energy going into bowling room, which shouldn't matter. But... Alright.
I like how you say shouldn't.
I'm actually going to roll here because there's a lot of downslopes, and remember, you don't want to arm pump going on downslopes. So I'm going to roll here since I can't... Alright, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to wait out this... I'm just going to wait out this view. I don't want anything dumb to happen. This would be the absolute worst time to lose the blue suit, by the way.
Oh god, yeah.
Because we have the wreck ship reserve tank area coming up, and for the astute watcher, you'll know that there are speed booster blocks blocking the reserve tank, and that's one of the handful of items where the blue suit's kind of required to pick it up. Whatever. Alright, this is one of those situations where I have to let go of right. If you were watching the input display, and I should have called it out so you could see it, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna take the safe strat. Damage boosts in bowling room are really fun, but since the spikes are a little bit bigger, sometimes you can just die. So we're gonna play it real safe and use grapple beam here.
I'm gonna assume in the world record run you'd use the spikes.
Oh.
If you're going for it.
See. That was only slightly scary.
Oh, you had 3
So
tanks.
if you like turn around and K-go through the spikes, you'll take 15 damage every single frame. Which is, there's a lot more frames than you might think. It's 60 frames per second.
That's a lot of damage.
That was actually
that
that room was actually my biggest fear in this run, since my safety save is actually immediately after this room. And at this point, I can also breathe a sigh of relief as far as the blue suit's concerned. I am going to need it to get mainstream missiles, and just for general speediness in Maridia, I'm going to hope to keep the blue suit. But if I lose it here, there are backup strats for everything else in Maridia. You can ice clip the mock droids in pre-Batwoon, you can snail clip, which I think I'm going to do anyway.
Well, snail clip's a cool strat.
Yeah, I'm going to do snail clip. In my...
Hey, look, reserve tank, yay.
Yay. Just what I wanted.
Although, normally we don't like the E-tanks because we need to crystal flash and don't want to get those refills. This one doesn't give you a refill. And normally it's like, oh, get a reserve tank, and it doesn't give me a refill. But here, you know.
It's going to be a while before I have to crystal flash again, and there are going to be some strats for getting my health down without losing any time. So that's fine. My big concern right now is not accidentally filling up the reserve tanks, because then I'd have to pause to empty them out manually. It's going to cost some time. Alright, so fortunately the conveyor belt's actually a bro and goes in the right direction every time through that room. So my safety save is right here at this point. So if I die here, which isn't going to happen, then we're not going to lose anything but the blue suit, because you can't keep the blue suit through a save. Alright, I'm going to have to focus through this room now. Easy, what was I scared of?
It is called Spiky Room of Death for a reason, so you're a pro. You got that.
I've died in that room enough times to learn my lesson,
Yeah,
right?
Who hasn't?
Oops. And this is why we have gravity suits. If I fall like that, I can just wall jump off the platform. If I came in here with just Varia, then falling down there would be really bad. This is actually the really scary room, not Spiky Room of Death, if you don't have gravity suit.
Oh god, absolutely.
But I think my PB actually uses this route with the late E-Tank. I think I actually got a new PB. Whoop, room again. Just did this. Alright. I hate that room so much. It's just awful with blue suit because if you land on the spikes, then you really just have to keep damage boosting until the platforms get out of your way. And hey, look, the conveyor belt's going. So really, the late E-Tank costs 2 door transitions plus going through the conveyor belt room twice, which isn't that much time since the conveyor belt's always helping you out.
We got a missile pack over here that we're gonna get.
Yeah, just slightly faster to get it with gravity suit. Well, a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, no Forgotten Highway today.
What highway?
Yeah, exactly.
Grappling's gonna be a little bit faster than going under there. Gauntlet area is actually pretty fun too. The Gauntlet room 2 has a lot of spikes we can deboost off of. Keep on pumping. Oh, here comes my least favorite wall jump in the game now.
Yeah, this wall jump he's about to do, this is actually easier for most people without high jump boots.
Well, high jump boots and I are on good terms today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Do you want to go ahead and explain the Dashless category again? We have some new people in chat.
Okay, so basically, so crossproduct here has he mapped the run button to the select button to make it a little bit easier. The idea is he cannot hit that button at any point in time during this run, with the sole exception of if for some reason he need to use X-ray scope, which hopefully that doesn't happen because there's only one place for it to be useful. So yeah, you'll see. So I'm starting to call this a speed walk instead of a speed run because he's gonna be walking everywhere, or deboosting, or rolling, or. And this is actually one of those rooms that is a little scary to make sure you hit both those crumble blocks at the same time.
Let's just say it's marathon safety why I'm not doing quick drops.
Yeah.
The really bad thing is actually I don't go back through the shift area in this route, so missing an item there would mean going pretty far out of my way to come back for it.
Yeah, so it's even worse than in 100%, because in Hundo, you can always get that at the very end. At that point, you have screw attack and spaceship, so it's actually pretty fast. Not gonna have that luxury here.
Since I have the blue suit now, I can walk through the enemies. I'm gonna arm pump through this room instead of roll. Backing is like one of the weirdest mechanics in this game, but like speedrunners made good use of it. I didn't forget that item, I just kind of fell.
So yeah, this is traditionally the 230 missiles in a 100% run, because it's the last missiles you get. You get a total of 230 missiles.
Can you guess where we're gonna use the blue suit next?
We're not gonna save this all the way to Main Street, are we?
We are, but we have an item before that. Actually, I want to go from here.
Oh, I see where we're headed. And nice moonfall. Yeah, we need to get these criteria super missiles. One of the speed blocks. Oh, that's a unfortunate location.
Well. Oh, guys, well, pay attention. This is my favorite moonfall in the game.
Yeah, we'll just jump through these. Hey, hello, super missile.
That's my favorite moonfall, because where else are you gonna see that? Where else are you getting moonfall from? From a respawning speed booster block.
Yes, through speed booster blocks.
A respawning speed booster block. Oh, you get to live for now. Who came up with this category? 4 people ran it before I did, so... actually, before I came along, the strat for this route was to get a blue suit from Dragon. I was just trying to deboost there. Oh well. There's some weird jump mechanics, like if you press jump as you're landing on a platform, you'd pop back up as soon as you land. But I don't want to do that. I just need a whole jump for the deboost. So the old way to do this run would be to get a blue suit from Dragon, which would mean you have to get both sandpit items, fight Dragon, and then go get all your speed booster items, including backtracking to wreck ship reserve. So with the elevator flash suit strat that I developed that I showed off once and I'm gonna have to do again for this run, you actually have a lot more safety in your runs, and it's marathon safe now because of having multiple options for getting a blue suit. Alright, this is kind of one of the parts where I have to be careful not to refill my health. I don't want to get any energy in my reserve tank, which you'll also notice that there's an input display on the top right of the corner. Actually, I'm using a piece of hardware that was crafted by the illustrious Pidge01. She makes input displays for multiple consoles and she sells them, so she's really cool. You should check her out. She's probably got a Mario RPG run in this marathon or something. Anyways, she made my input display, and she makes them. So in order to validate your run, you have 3 options. 1, you can use an input display like the one I'm using right now. 2, you can have a hand cam so that your controller inputs are shown live on stream, you know, on a camera. Or 3, there's actually a ROM hack which is acceptable for Dashless runs, which would replace my normal energy HUD with an input display. And I don't like that. I like the graphics there with the pink squares over having like just the number that would say 899 or whatever I have now. So I like the graphics, and also the big drawback to using the input display hack is that you can't see if you have reserve energy. You'd actually have to pause and see if you have reserve energy, or you know, pay attention. But who wants to do that? Alright, so we have New Bridge coming back up. A lot of people were asking him about how it's going to have to come past here. Unfortunately, I can't go around this time. I have to go straight to Red Tower, so we're going to do New Bridge. It's going to be tough. Also, Batoon fight's coming up, and my charge damage isn't great. I want to make sure that I have enough super missiles so that I can comfortably fight Batoon. Ah, crap. Oh. Hopefully I can do this. Well, I actually got it. I wasn't expecting to make that. There's a really cool backup strat that you're not going to get to see because it's slower.
That was pretty cool too, so we'll take that.
That wasn't actually... Well, for the purpose of the run and showcase, I probably should have just done the backup strat because it's cooler. But it's... any kind of input display works. You can use the ROM hack. Actually, if you have an SD2 SNES, it has, and download the USB to SNES software, it has a built-in input display. That would work as well. So yeah, there is actually a backup strat for New Bridge, and I wasn't just being bad. I did actually shoot the super missile at the ceiling on purpose. It sets up the backup strat. Basically, one of those little frogs that's crawling along the ceiling, you want to knock him off so that he's on the ground, so that he's in position to do an ice clip in case you mess up the New Bridge. But it's just faster to, you know, jump across the crumble bridge rather than wait for the frog to come around.
So I never knew how easy it was to get these missiles. I remember how long I spent the first time I played through this game and got all the items.
There is a little
that was
seaweed
terrible.
patch. There's a little seaweed patch that indicates where you want to start your wall jumps from the blue suit. I missed that door.
If only I'd known about the blue suit back in 1994. Would have made that a lot easier.
Yeah, SD2 SNES has a built-in input display. I think it actually uses the same software as the Retro Spy program, which is what I'm using right now. But I'm actually playing on the legit Super Metroid cartridge. I'm not using a flash cart right now. Yo, mama. She's trying to kill me. I wonder why.
Well, you just stole her energy tank and her missiles. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with shooting her baby.
No, nothing.
Alright, Trace, you have a very important job coming up, and you know what it is.
Oh, we gotta remember to get certain items. Crab supers. Let's not forget crab supers. I missed space jump in my last SMZ3 race because I forgot crab supers. And that's my favorite.
How? You don't even have to.
I know.
But you can see it from the back.
I know exactly.
Oh wow. Oh well. Close enough. Ah, whatever. Let's be bad.
Another part of the game where the intended strats are the worst.
Right.
That grapple.
Yeah, the intended strat was definitely that grapple jump that I just.
Well, not the but in general the grapple beam. Yeah, that's right. The grapple jump. Yep. Okay.
Again, we're utilizing the fact that the wall jump frames do not make you vulnerable while having blue suit. We're just gonna wall jump through the crab.
Okay, let's go get that watering hole.
I'm using the blue suit hat, guys. Hey, we remembered. Thanks, Tracy.
Yay.
Yeah, I actually forgot to get these items last night during my practice run, and don't worry about it. Anybody who runs any 100% category of any game has forgotten one thing, or different things,
or something.
Wow, the SpeedGaming bot's like being a troll right now. What the heck? What the heck? So we don't really need the blue suit right now. Remember, if you fall through quicksand, you're gonna lose it. And we have to fall through quicksand after Dragon. So now it becomes a question of where can I use the Shine Spark to save the most time? And there's an obvious, I think, answer to that question.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get there in just a second.
Yeah, and we're gonna blow it. I got it last night, but we're gonna blow it. It's.
Oh, come on, be positive.
Okay, so we could use the blue suit to get the aqueduct items, but since we have to come out through the right side of the room later anyway, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, and the steel clip's a cool thing to show off anyway.
Yeah. In a low percent run, you would see someone use Ice Beam and do a little Metroid clip here. That's a nice backup strat for this run, but with blue suit, we just walk through the speed blocks, it's fine. When did I get that reserve energy? Bad reserve tanks. Wow, nice hitbox.
About one living up to his name. Or nickname.
What?
Worst
Okay, is that his nickname?
Worst
I've never heard anyone call him
not,
that.
No, but he is the worst hitbox in the game.
There's also a really cool feature with blue suit that you're gonna see right now. I don't really understand how it works.
Yeah, I should have said living up to his reputation.
You can just walk on quicksand. I don't really know why, but you can. All the weird things that Blue Suit has to offer. Walking on quicksand. Alright, wish me luck. Wish me luck, Tracy.
Let's do it. You got this. You got this.
Woo! I need to empty my reserves here. I can safely pause the game now since I don't have to worry about keeping the Blue Suit here. Since I just used it.
There we go. And you got him. Let's go get these missiles here. Another one of the more common missiles to skip.
I've never been fast enough to hit that grapple beam on that grapple block on the way back. I'm guessing it's probably possible if you're really fast, but since you kind of want to de-equip the grapple beam well, that's fine. I have too much health anyway. In fact,
that looks painful.
ow.
Why are you damaging? Why are you hurting yourself, Samus?
Oh, that hurts me? Oh, crap. I should probably stop. Ow. Oh, good pattern. Okay, I like popped up in the air. Whatever. We need to take the damage anyway. Although there's a really interesting point in this run where you can take a ton of damage without losing any time. And if anybody has not seen this run before and wants to guess what it is, feel free. I don't need any drops. We're good on ammo, and you know I don't want the health.
Nope. About to get my favorite item, so I will have to do this.
This is the part where the proof callers have to start paying attention again, because I don't have the Blue Suit.
Yeah, keep an eye on that select button. Make sure he doesn't grab.
Whoops.
Doesn't hit that.
Doesn't count during a door transition. It's fine. Doesn't count if you're morphed, if you're underwater without gravity suit, if you're midair, or standing still, or have... There are a lot of situations where you can do it, but the only realistic reason why you would want to do it is because you want to use X-ray scope, in case you forget where one of the items is.
Yeah, you know, that X-ray scope is so important at this point. Although, to be fair, when you play this game the first time, you use that X-ray scope a lot.
Wow, that was a nice quick drop through the sand there. Wow. Hey.
So unfortunately, no blue suit, can't just walk through the blocks this time. We'll have to go through the morph ball maze there.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to do another one of those crystal flash tricks, which means I'm gonna keep an eye on my power bomb count right now. Space jump, please. I was going for a damage boost there, but space jump wasn't having it. And here, this is an interesting timing decision, because you either have to wait for this snail or you have to walk back and forth through this room an extra time, so... I feel like snail clip's probably faster.
Ah, first try. Nicely done.
Pressing B. Don't worry, Asher. When I pick up Speed Booster...
Just because you use the default control scheme, Master.
When I pick up Speed Booster, you'll see. You'll see where I have Dash really mapped. For those of you who didn't get up at 6 a.m. or whenever this run started and didn't see my control scheme at the beginning. Alright, so this is a good spot to farm power bombs if you want. I'm going to do it for marathon safety. There is a power bomb pack still to be had as well. But, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. I have more than I did the first time I went to do the trick. I mean, when I pick up this pack, I will. I will when I get there. I had 20 the first time. Changing control scheme sounds like a lot of work. Well, it sounds pretty easy to hit B mistakenly, but select not so much.
Yeah.
Oh, nice quick trap.
Yeah, imagine Azure.
Every randomizer. I don't have to imagine it.
To be fair.
Imagine having dash on B though.
Yeah. Everyone's the reset of shame where you have to oops, I forgot to change my control scheme.
Oops, I forgot to turn moonwalk on. I've had that one. For you moonwalk users out there. Ow. What a jerk. Stop punching me. Ow. Ow. For those who haven't guessed it yet, the part of the game where you can take damage without losing any time is during the Dragon fight. You already saw it. This is 230 is pretty good here. 231. I don't want to be too low. There are some like the Evers.
Maridia's dangerous.
Yeah, the Evers and the crabs are gonna do enough damage that I don't really need to be any lower than this. Plus, I have a couple of damage boosts in Cack Attack Alley, so I need to go. Oops. Oops. That guy's tough.
Sorry, all you Shack Tool lovers.
I accidentally shot him 6 times.
And now we get everybody's favorite item. Spring Wall, yay!
Spring Ball has a nice function while you have Blue Suit. It allows you to jump without worrying about using your Shine Spark prematurely. What a bro. Bringing my health down. And give me that sweet, sweet boost. What? Get out of my way, Sliver! These freaking tadpoles, man. I should have shot him with a missile. Hey, he kept punching me. It's not my fault. Alright, I'm gonna try not to take any unnecessary damage at this point. I'm actually... forgot about the Shack Tool D-boost. I only just started incorporating that last night. Hello? Uh-oh. I didn't forget Plasma Beam, kids. Don't worry about it. We're going... Yikes. Wow, what the fudge? Alright. How much do these tadpoles do?
A lot.
15? That's not too bad. That's actually, I think that's like crab damage. Alright, we remembered Watering Hole and Aqueduct and Precious Missiles. I think we got everything here so far.
Yeah, just gotta go get the other sand pit.
There's another sand pit?
Yeah, there's 2 sand pits.
No wonder I couldn't get over 98%. Well, yep. It's D-boost. Well. If I were low on supers, this would be a good place to farm, but I don't really need them. We're in really good shape, ammo-wise.
Yeah, lots of Cack Attacks here, hence the term Cack Attack Alley.
Alright, this spike should only do 15. Alright, we're in good shape here. We're gonna take a damage boost off of one of the Ever Spores, and then whatever damage we have left over, we can get a crab. Alright, remember, we're looking for 50 or less. That's the target. So that time I broke my spin with R, so I wouldn't get the embarrassment that happened last time. Alright.
Just make sure we go down the left sand pit here.
Base jump being useful in this situation.
Absolutely.
And every time I morph, I get pushed down an extra pixel. That's why you see speedrunners morph while they go through sand pits. Is it a pixel or 2 pixels? More than 0. Oh, oops.
I don't know.
Get out of here.
Spring ball making this a much easier pair of items to pick up.
Alright guys, if you missed me pick up the blue suit the first time in the run, now's where you want to start paying attention. Yep, D-boost, just like I said. D-boost off the Ever Spore. Alright, so in order to use the timing setup that I have, I'm going to have to turn my beams off. And I'm also going to turn off high jump boots. It's not necessary, but keeps me sane for the part where you have to jump up and morph before you hit the ceiling. Trust me, there's a really cool D-boost where you boost off of that green fly and land in the pit. I did it once, trust me. There's video evidence if you look at my VODs. What am I doing? Alright.
Turning some stuff off.
Yeah. I need quiet time. Alright, it was a little early. My estimate's like 10 minutes slower than my PB. And this is a large part of why. This is a frame perfect trick. It's a pixel perfect placement on the power bomb and then a frame perfect trick to go down the elevator. And remember, that's 60 frames per second.
There were a whole lot of P's in that sentence.
Power palm. Oh, look at that. I'm not paying attention. I get it. Alright, so again, this gives me a flash suit, and I'm going to do what's called a crystal spark to turn that flash suit into a blue suit. First, I'm going to turn my goodies on. I turned on Spazer, didn't I?
Yeah, you switched to plasma. Oh, you don't want to do the 60-shot fight instead of the 20-shot fight down in Lower Norfair?
Well, actually, I'm gonna go pick up a speed booster, which would allow me to pause and turn my gear back on. So it wouldn't have, if I had forgotten that time, it wouldn't have been too bad. But there's actually kind of a dispute between me and the world record holder Shred Daily right now about whether it's faster to get wave beam before or after Lower Norfair, and I think it's faster to get it before. The big time loss is 2 door transitions into that like escape tower right before the pre-wave room. Like
And,
the 2 door transitions are the big, but you're saving 10 charge shots against Ridley and probably like 5 or 6 against Gold Teresa.
Yeah, and shoutouts to remembering the cathedral missiles.
Nice.
That's another one of those locations. It's very easy.
I knew I had you around for a reason. It wasn't just because you're super cool.
Oh, well, I hope I am super cool.
Activating the Shine Spark is, I want to say, probably like a half-second window. It's actually really lenient. The vertical placement of the power bomb for the Crystal Spark is the tougher part, and I got it first try both times. Oops. I probably could have damage boosted off of him and landed in the pit on the other side. Oh well. Let's see if I get this D boost. Nope, I jumped. So yeah, it's pretty good if you are having trouble with crumble blocks. As long as you begin your jump press while you're within one tile of the ground, you'll jump up as soon as you hit the ground, kind of like you have spring ball. But that's not good for blue suit damage boosts. So I have to remember to repress the jump button earlier than I kind of want to. This room's terrible. This is my least favorite room.
You could run. No, wait, you can't run.
Alright, and for those who doubted about my control scheme, watch the dialogue that comes up when I... This speed booster here.
That looks weird.
Sell.
I swear the game's thinking, what are you thinking? Good thing you have gravity suit.
Yeah, that's a big reason why you do Bubble Mountain after a wrecked ship, actually. Just this room without gravity suit would be pretty butts.
I'm not sure you'd get through it.
I got that missile pack, right?
The one in the ceiling?
Yeah.
Did you?
I did, I got it.
Oh no, okay. Like, wait a minute. Okay.
What's this green boomerang? I'm not Zelda. I'm Metroid.
At least this missile pack you run right into, or walk right into.
Unless I'm in rando mode. Oh yeah, I did mention this earlier, thanks Ashter. Having the speed booster allows me to pause the game and keep my blue suit. So it's not completely useless in this run. We more damage boosts coming up here. This is my favorite part in general about this run, is getting damage boosts like this.
Yeah, and I see some people answering the question in chat. But yeah, Crystal Flash is actually in the demo. The game doesn't quite tell you how to do it because you don't know what buttons are being pushed. But yeah, it's shown that, and how you would know what button to push, who knows? But yeah, discovered by calling the Nintendo hotline.
How do you do that thing? I thought I could down back there. I still don't understand down backing, don't worry about it. Like, if you morph and unmorph, I thought that put you in down back state. Whatever. Or I guess it's falling state is what it is? I don't know. Alright, we're gonna go for a damage boost in this room. Remember, vertical movement is pretty fast in this run, so... Even if you have to sacrifice a little bit of vertical distance, if it makes you move faster horizontally, it's usually worth it. Alright, remember to get Croc Escape missiles after Lower Norfair.
Okay,
And also Bubble Mountain missiles. Bubble Mountain and Croc Escape. Probably a D boost to be had there. I'm still figuring out some of the optimal room strats.
And we have to go this way to space jump.
Yeah.
We have to have space jump for this, so then we have to.
This statue is the reason why routing any Super Metroid 100% category is terrible. Because you have to have space jump to activate this statue. Otherwise, we could just, you know, clear out Norfair, you know, on our first trip and do lower Norfair without getting gravity at all. And just, it would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, the statue actually checks for you whether you have space jump or not. So if you don't, that acid's not going to drain. And another missile that's a pain, using that spring ball to make sure that he doesn't fall through those crumple blocks.
Yep, I want to spawn the boss, so I run along the ground until he starts falling, and then... So we didn't lose any time. Well, we lost as little time as possible. And you might have seen this strat all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, no problem. Just get in the right spot. He won't hurt you.
Now we're gonna get an interesting item. The screw attack doesn't actually do anything. But no, seriously.
When you have a blue suit.
But seriously, when you have a blue suit, it overrides the screw attack. So it literally does nothing while we have a blue suit. Watch. Normally you'd use screw attack to kill these guys, right?
Whoops.
But since I have the blue suit, the screw attack is overwritten. I can't. Alright, I'm gonna go for a couple of... Or I'm gonna go for at least one damage boost here. Oh wait, it's this platform. There we go.
Nice.
It was pretty cool, except for the part where I stopped on the wrong pillar.
And worst from the game with blue suit, super attack, high jump, spaceship. Not really worst from the game. Let's not forget the mouse missiles over here.
Shout outs to French Lightning John, who taught me this trick. Just hold left. Actually told me to do that last night.
That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you do not want to fall through those crumple blocks.
Oops.
And have to go
Wow, I went too fast. So I don't actually need the blue suit in lower Norfair. It's just cool and faster. Again, just the fact that I don't have to wait for bombs to explode to break certain blocks is going to save me some time. But I will need the blue suit for picking up a couple of items in Brinstar on the way out. I'm going to make sure to kill these guys to reduce lag. Wait. Yeah, because I do still have to lay a power bomb. Again, it's a pretty young category. If you guys have any ideas, then you can, you know, check out a couple tutorials. Oh, Tracy, if you want to post links to the Super Metroid speedrunning Discord, or not even that, but the wiki, and also Crocomire, which is where you're going to learn how to do a lot of the strats that you see in this run.
Okay, give me a second.
It's Crocomire like the boss, but it's .re, so it's crocomire.re. And I've actually made a couple of tutorials on how to get the Crystal Flash elevator suits, as well as do the Crystal Spark with a bomb jump.
Actually, while I'm at it, why don't I also link the extension categories page so you can check out other people's runs and all the weird categories that we have for Super Metroid.
Yeah, actually, that's also where you'll find the Power Bombs RTA that Kip just ran right before this.
Like 20 shots for Ridley since we had the full beam combo.
Oops. So as long as I'm moving, I can't take damage from Ridley's body or fireballs, since I have the blue suit. However, I can take damage from the tail, and I won't get iframes, so that's going to be the damage danger in this fight. As far as run killers go, the bigger problem is what I just did there, is crouching. And for those of you that run with Moonwalk, you are going to instinctively crouch against Ridley. Alright, you pick me up or just die? Jeez. There's an E-tank here, it's no big deal. Yeah, the bigger run killer here is just by muscle memory crouching to turn around and then activating your Shine Spark. That's why I was very careful not to jump after I crouched.
And the nice mini E-tank.
Ah, I landed too early. Oh, nice D-boost. Oh. Dashless category is a run killer. Yeah, I haven't picked up X-ray yet. Relax, we're getting it soon. Did I get that? Okay, I did get the powerbomb pack. I see it on the map. Alright.
Yeah. 4 items in the escape. We'll have to pick up the E-tank, 2 missile packs, and a powerbomb. Then we'll have to get those Bubble Mountain missiles and the crack escape.
I have a lot of health here, so I'm gonna do something dumb. It's
Well, you're about to get a nice refill, so
yeah.
we're good.
I actually told myself I wasn't gonna do that in the marathon run. But like, you know, with 1100 health, what could possibly go wrong? I still don't know how to get through this room without tripping. Yo, what's up, Eternized Dragon? Tell them about getting early supers without dashing. Your name kind of came up earlier. Oops.
We get these power bombs, the so-called power bombs in jail.
Oh, in
Unfortunately, I have
PAL,
to go
it
all
says
the way
in
back
PAL,
around.
one can just roll over to Brinstar Reserve. I doubt it would be worth the 50 FPS, though. But that would be interesting if you could make that a category in itself. 100% dashless PAL.
Oh, there are big categories. They're specifically for PAL, because PAL can do them and NTSC can't.
No to Ruby special. Technically, I guess. We're also gonna see we'll do a reverse slinky for the fans today too.
Oh baby, let's do it. Let's see. Dashless reverse slinky. Let's go.
Alright, what do I need to remember, Tracy? I got hit by that guy.
Bubble Mountain and Croc Escape.
Okay.
I keep looking at where your controller thing is and looking for the map. Like, I don't get to see your map.
Oh. It is on my screen though, because I'm playing on console. I see the map on my TV. Select. Were you looking? Here's another thing that I'm kind of toying around with. I think that it's actually faster to not take the power bomb path through here. I think it's actually faster to go through the pipes with the blue suit.
don't have the power bomb lag, and that makes sense.
Yeah, and you don't have to move slightly left to activate it. You just kind of
just fall on
roll
through.
through here, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Don't go to this. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
No Frog Speedway for you.
And I theorized that it's faster to get Croc Escape missiles at this point because I forget, I think it's the same number of door transitions. And most of the time that you lose is vertical movement, which is insignificant in this run. Well, I mean, relatively. And if I were to get them earlier, I would actually have to go through, like, grapple across the top, hopefully not die. So let's see, I would go... I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to count it now. But I figured it out before, and I'm pretty sure it's faster to get them later. This would be where I would get Main Street. If I accidentally lost the blue suit, I could get Main Street on my way out here. And Spazer if I somehow forgot that. Or no, I would get that on the way into Maridia. Yeah.
Well, if you forgot both times, you get it on the way out of here. We heard someone calling out for extra. We heard somebody calling out for X-ray earlier. That's where we're headed next.
Alright, we're definitely good on E-tanks. Missiles? Jeez. Did I go to Billy Mays?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright, it was so long ago. So just for a time reference, this would be close to when I'd finish up a Dashful 100% run. I think Dashful 100% world record's like 115. My PB is about 130. Alright, here's my other favorite room. Oops.
Just kick all that spike damage. Good thing we have 12 E-tanks.
Yeah, the green door to ice. Also, when I enter Big Pink, there's going to be another weird green door. Actually, the door in Newbridge, when that's green, sometimes that screws with my head, because I actually have to go through that one. I'm like, uh-oh. Like, how is this door still green? I'm just going to play it safe here, okay. Hey, get off of me. Whatever. Close enough. You get the idea. I cycled past the power bombs. I can get a blue suit off of the green Brinstar shaft elevator as well. So, if I were to lose this blue suit at some other point by just pure stupidity. Ready, guys? It's your favorite trick in the game in 100%.
Let's go.
Come on, I got this. Woo! Made it all the way.
Well done.
Bashful division. That would be bashful, but yeah. In case anybody who doesn't follow Randomizer League didn't get the joke.
Yep, we need the blue suit here for waterway. So just one more E-tank.
I don't know what happened to all my missiles, but pretty sure I got them all. Got Bubble Mountain and Croc Escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot microwave Ridley because if you shoot him with a plasma beam, the beam despawns. Doesn't fly through him like it does to Batwoon and Dragon.
Yeah, the game didn't intend you to have plasma beam before Batwoon, Dragon, and Phantoon. The game fully intended you to have plasma beam by the time you got to Ridley, so they actually made sure that that wouldn't be a possibility.
I should be jumping through that door.
Okay, we get a couple missile packs over here. Actually, a missile pack and a power bomb pack.
Yeah, GT Classic would do it. Actually, if it existed, I'm sure 100% would actually route in X-Ray earlier just to do it. I've not gotten this strat once in my life. And today is no exception. Alright. High platform. Yeah, the blue suit also activates platforms. Oh, should I free the Decora? Chat. By the time they're a little behind. Alright, Tracy, should I free the Decora?
Yes.
Alright, do it.
I mean, we started an hour early, so.
We start, well, Gygus is doing his runs. Oh, nice moonfall. This has been a pretty good run. I feel like I have enough time. Hi, buddy.
There we go.
What's up? Oh man, this is a run killer here. It's not. I've never messed this up once in my life. Alright, shh. Alright, there we go. And this is another. This I think is the single most difficult room to route in a Dashless Hundo run. Because you actually have to use your Shine Spark to get through. Unless, apparently, if you're playing PAL, you can just roll through.
Well, I find it ironic that the very last item we pick up is the early supers.
Yeah, right? Well, the missile pack under the bridge, yeah.
Under the bridge missiles come first, but still.
Did I get the item behind? Okay. Just making sure. I saw it on the map, but
good,
still,
good healthy paranoia.
Well, when we get into Tourian, we'll see how many misses. 230 is the magic number, kids. Oh. I am playing on console. I just have an input display hardware routed through my console and goes into my USB. And I have software running. The software is called RetroSpy, and the hardware was made by the one and only Pidge01. I think it's Pidge_01, or is it Pidge0_1? I think it's Pidge_.
I want to say _01.
Okay. Follow both of those people. They both sound cool. So if all went well, then we have all the items and we're just gonna enter Tourian. Part of the reason that I route in early supers and Brinstar Reserve last is because it's right here, right at the end game. Saving. How else is the Decora gonna get stuck in the criteria room? Alright, here I'm gonna demonstrate why I don't do early wreck ship. Ah, I thought I had that one.
Here we go. Thank you, Azure, for sharing that.
I don't know how I missed that one. It's not just that I'm bad at it, it's that I don't understand why I'm bad at it. Am I laying the second bomb?
I can't do this, strat, so don't ask me.
Yeah, Gygas's runs, he's got like 4 runs. He's got like Bobby's World, I jumped too early. Bobby's World, Mario Paint, and 2 other ones I don't remember. But he was gracious enough to swap with me since I have to work in about an hour and a half from now. I have to work. So hopefully this run doesn't go that long. Wow, that one didn't even drop any missiles. Alright, we're good. 219. Oh, 223. Come on. I need 2 more packs to confirm.
2 more drops.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the confirmed got all missile packs.
Let's go.
Boop. And before the question comes up in chat, which I'm sure it will, they're going to ask, is it possible to baby skip? And the answer to that question is sort of. If I could actually carry a blue suit into Tourian, I could use the Shine Spark to baby skip. It is extremely difficult. I got it. I grinded it out for like an hour and got 1. I mean, I could get more consistent at it with practice, but I actually haven't been able to figure out a blue suit setup for going into Tourian. Plus, you have to pick up an E-tank at the end of the run, which would mean also having the route in, bringing your health down. Though it would be rather difficult unless you did early supers early. Actually, could have done a crystal flash instead, but oh well. Alright, we're gonna do a strat here where we pause during a refill. Or we pause... Pause right before a refill.
Here we go.
Because we need to turn off a couple things. Confirm that we have 4 reserve tanks. And that allows you to move while the energy is refilling. Just saves a tiny bit of time. And we can Zeb skip as well. We don't need to dash to Zeb skip. Funny though.
Good normal ice Zeb skip because there is a speed booster Zeb skip that we can't do.
I could carry a blue suit in here and Shine Spark into the speed skip. Actually, if I had a blue suit, then I've not tried it, but I'm guessing that I wouldn't have the iframes to get through there. So you have to use iframes to get through the Zeb there. If I had blue suit, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I would either have to destroy the Zebs or you know, use my blue suit to get the speed skip. But if I were actually able to carry a blue suit into here, I would want to use that blue suit for escape. And hopefully not die to Mother Brain.
Yeah, you don't want to be Shine Sparking into Mother Brain. That's a very dangerous strat. Okay, 20 shots.
Catch up after 16.
Yep. I don't know if you're going to be able to survive those ketchup beans with only 14 E-tanks. This is where if I have this much energy, I just let everything hit me. And there's that ketchup.
I want to have 7 E-tanks here so I can do the stand-up glitch.
Yep.
As long as I turn on.
Turn on here.
Alright, good.
Now it is possible to do stand-up without turning off area, but this part right here where he's going to damage himself one more time is a lot trickier if you have to do more damaging down.
Yeah, you have to damage down a little bit more, and Mother Brain kind of decides her next move a little early, so she could actually see that you have over 300 health, charge up a rainbow beam that isn't going to trigger baby, and you could actually die to a rainbow beam there.
So yeah, easier just to turn off that very easy.
Yeah, especially without dashing, you would have even less time to damage yourself down before Mother Brain decides on the next move. I'm gonna be pretty safe here. There's no sense in losing a 2-hour run during a marathon. The heck was that?
Well, we got through it.
Okay. Like, we're gonna be under estimate by about 7 minutes? Unless I accidentally save the animals and die. It's pretty easy to not accidentally save the animals.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
I have to go the chump way.
Way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a terrible way to lose the run. Oh wait, I still can't Shine Spark. No. Or I shouldn't say Shine Spark. I still can't use speed. There you go. Get that boosted and save it just for this part of the game.
I don't think it would be worth giving up a baby skip.
Probably not.
But I tinkered around with getting a blue suit off of Rainbow Beam. I forget what my findings were. Well, you can die to Rainbow Beam if you Crystal Flash at the wrong time as well. Ew. I have to do a weird left side climb here. I don't have to, it's just faster. Always feels wrong.
Yeah, you're not getting full money's worth cross by going so far underestimated by Dash.
Well, don't worry. The credits, we have to watch the credits to verify
Yes,
100%, and that's going to be like 5 minutes. Not quite that long. And time. I had splits open for some reason. There. I had a layout, whatever. 153 something. I had a layout that didn't show the splits, but I had splits open, so when I hit the split button, it's... Which was weird that the timer was green the whole time.
Yeah.
What the heck splits are those where the first split's 153, but I'm behind my PB? What do I have open? Anyway, runs over, guys. We can start setting up Gygus while we let the credits roll and verify the 100%. Thank you very much to Tracy M for getting up early. She's an hour behind me in time zone, and probably yes. She said you said you're off today.
I got up at about 6:45 and saw the message that are you up?
Yeah, right.
Thank
and also,
I was.
Thank you so much to Gygus also for being flexible with his schedule so that I could fit this run in before my run. And obviously thanks to Fuzel and all the Speed Gaming staff for putting on this awesome marathon.
Yeah, thanks for having me cross. This was a lot of fun.
I guess I can turn off that input display. Make sure I don't dash during the credits. Alright guys, I'm gonna let the credits roll, and I have to get ready for work. Thanks so much. See you next mission. Alright, here we go, guys. Alright, GG. Thanks for watching.